Hello, I remember you. You are the vice principal in charge of discipline at an inner-city high school.
Yes, where students always come first.
So I have heard. Have you actually had to work at all lately?
I work very hard every day. I just left a 3-hour meeting on fixing our tardy policy.
But it is 1 month into the second semester. Why are you barely working on it now? Shouldn't you have done this before the school year began?
I should not have to deal with this. If teachers did a better job teaching, then there would not be a tardy problem. Students are only late because class is boring, so teachers should work harder to make class more fun and the students would not be late.
And you got this information from where?
I read it on the internets, and if it is on the internets, then it must be true. Also, the students that are always late told me that classes are boring.
So you take something you read on the internet and the word of the students that are always tardy. Do you ever ask the students that are not tardy why they are not late?
There is no need to talk to them because they are never late.
So is there any tardy policy in place at all? How much time do the students have to get from class to class?
The students only have 10 minutes to get from class to class. We currently have an ironclad tardy policy that holds students accountable for being late. The problem is that the teachers are not making class fun enough.
So do you help out by walking around in between classes and encouraging the students to be on time?
No, that is not my job. My job is to tell the teachers what they are supposed to be doing and what the PIBA steps are.
So what is your current tardy policy? This is going to be good, so try to follow along if possible.
Students are allowed 5 tardies before any action takes place. On the 6th tardy, the student has to fill out an LLR or low-level refocus form, which is a 4-section form given to them by the teacher. For the 7th, 8th and 9th tardy, the student has to fill out the other 3 sections of the LLR form. On the 10th tardy, the student has to fill out a high-level refocus form and is then counseled by their PBIS coach and must serve 10 minutes of lunch detention.
So then what happens if the student does not show up to lunch detention? Notice how the person being paid to do this part of the job is not involved in doing this part of the job of which they are being paid to do.
10 minutes is added for each day that they do not show up for the lunch detention.
So then what happens if the student never shows up for lunch detention? Do you call their parents or go and get them before lunch begins to make sure that they serve their detention?
No, that is not my job. If they never show up for lunch detention, then that is up to them. But they are responsible for all the added time until their next tardy.
So then what happens on the 10th tardy?
The process starts all over and tardies 1 through 5 are no penalty.
I have not heard the part where you actually take action. It seems as if the entire process is the teachers doing all of the work.
Exactly. That is the PBIS way.
So then what was accomplished at your 3-hour meeting after school in order to deal with the tardy problem?
Teachers are now going to stand outside their classroom and encourage students to be on time.
And what else?
And that is all. As usual, I came up with a brilliant idea to fix yet another problem of the school, which is why I deserve my 6-figure salary.
This is real. Seriously. If this person never showed up again, no one would even notice. So next time you see a student selling something to raise money, just think about what this $100,000 plus for this position could go towards.